welcome to episode
42.
Road to Distraction.
And yes, this week sees the return of that man.
Connor!
Who should be seated there.
He is seated there.
He is joining us on our trip to Abergavenny today.
Abergavenny, the place where the bitches are.
Hey!
La la la, sorry. I didn't mean that, all you bitches. Yo.
Word.
Word, yeah, begins with W, ends with D.
It does.
Yeah. Okay, who's going first?
Well, let's let Connor go first.
Connor? Yes, Connor's going first. Speak up, Connor.
Right, I got a story here. A psychic show cancelled due to unforeseen circumstances.
Another one.
A psychic's power of prediction deserted her when 2 of her live shows were cancelled due to unforeseen circumstances. World famous comedian June Field was due to appear in the Dorven Theatre in Lancashire, on April 3rd, before the show was postponed until further notice. Another show in Aberdeen on April 9th has also been cancelled for the same reason. No other further details have been given. The spiritual bridge builder was previously crowned champion at the International Battle of Psychics in Kiev, Ukraine in 2012.
Was Professor X there?
Although a full refund for the show can be claimed by returning any purchased tickets to the original point of sale. Now, to me, I'm thinking, what happens if that original point of sale is mysteriously vanished due to unforeseen circumstances?
Ah! Well, I'm thinking they'll probably have their money what's the word I'm going? Refunded, thank you. See, the pensioner brain kicking in. Refunded by a woman, and let's think, what's her name? Her name's Janice, Alison, Betty, Susan, Catherine? Yeah, okay, you know what, Catherine, that's great. Is she an auntie? What's what they do?
Yeah, they fish.
Does anyone know someone called Catherine? There's like 500 people there. Somebody's bound to know somebody called Catherine. Sorry.
You might as well say, does anyone know Muhammad Duara Jabara?
Oh, I do? No, I don't actually, that's a lie. Okay, I'm going to jump on to a nice little story about a Japanese guy now. I know it's got nothing to do with psychic ability.
Or tentacles.
Well, he might have tentacles, I didn't ask him. Right, he was confused, this Japanese guy, because he'd go to work, he'd come home, there'd be food missing from his fridge and freezer. And this was going on and off, for about a year. So he had enough, and he decided to set up some video cameras in his house. He comes home and finds, dun dun dun, a woman walking around his house on camera.
Oh, I think I've read this one.
Yeah, and he's thinking to himself, what? So he calls the police. The police search the entire house, room by room, and eventually they get into this like hall closet, which he never used. And in the back of this hall closet is a small gap, just big enough for a mattress, a woman, there was a couple of water bottles in it. She'd been living there on and off for a year. She had nowhere else to live.
Right.
So she was living in his wardrobe, in this closet, in his house, and he never knew. And if he hadn't put the camera down, he still wouldn't have. I mean, I just think that's really, really, really freaky.
Yeah.
I mean, that somebody's living in your house. I mean, imagine she probably gets, when you're asleep, sneaking in and watching you sleep.
Oh, God.
Ah!
Yeah.
And that's wrong.
It is wrong.
But I mean, you've got to think how desperate she must have been.
I know Japan is one of the hardest places to live in terms of money. You got to have a lot of money to live in Japan.
Yeah,
just to survive.
Real estate is expensive.
Yeah, because a lot of people live in like 1-bedroom apartments there, or flats, and it's just very minimal, very basic.
It's like a cardboard box with an alarm clock stuck to the wall.
Or they sleep in them weird pod things.
Yeah, I'm really just waiting for somebody to switch a switch and everyone freezes. That's wrong, but that's freaky, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh dear God, Lee.
Yes. Okay, I've got one of my collections of stories now.
Dun, 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 dun.
It's 4 new stories that are straight out of the X-Files.
I believe.
I want to believe.
That's right, that's what the poster said.
Speaking of which, there is a poster, which I may buy, where somebody's taken that, and instead of UFO, they put Serenity there.
Oh!
Right.
Firefight class. Just get on the road, Laurie. What's wrong with him?
He's dead. He's foreign. He's foreign.
He's foreign.
He's a bit lost.
He's probably driving with his clogs on.
Wouldn't you? Yeah. Been to Holland, very nice people. Seen all the women there are smoking hot.
Except the ugly ones.
Yeah,
Right,
you didn't see them. I think they hide them away.
They do. What do you mean you've got a moustache? Put it in the cupboard, quick! Okay.
All right, okay, let's jump straight into my stories. It was a nice cover because I was going round and roundabout. I always seem to get a story when I'm going round and roundabout.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? No matter who starts first.
Yeah. All right, a human skull has been found in San Francisco on a paper plate.
Why not? That's where I keep all my human skulls.
Yeah, it was found in Tilden Regional Park in the heart of San Francisco, and it was just spotted by this random walker, walked along, and somebody thought, what the hell is that? At first they thought it was something from like a joke shop, something like that, but yeah, it was an actual human skull on a plate.
Have they found out where it's come from? Or?
No, police are baffled. Police are
Well, I'm
baffled.
not surprised. It's no, you're not every day. Oh, I'll just take my human skull for a walk.
Yeah. And then in New York City, in I don't think it's Central Park, but in parks across the city, there have been reports of decapitated goat's heads.
Oh, I've read that. This is like 2 or 3 of that.
There is, yeah. They've been found littered around Brooklyn's Prospect Park. And according to an expert on animal sacrifices, these heads weren't the result of a sacrifice, since they were eviscerated disrespectfully. Basically, they were hacked. There was no clean cut, and they were not butchered for human consumption. So that's the last thing you expect, really, when you're wandering around a park, just to see goats' heads everywhere.
Morning, beautiful lake, wonderful trees and flowers, goat's head.
Yeah. Or unless there's a theory that it may be Goat Highlander.
Oh! I can be only one.
Darling.
Like it.
Okay, wait seconds. Third story, rather.
Go on.
A mummified woman managed to keep paying her bills for 6 years.
Impressive. I struggle to play a month by month, but
When the house of a 49-year-old woman from Pontiac, Michigan, recently was deceased, obviously.
So she was dead?
Yeah, her house was foreclosed due to unpaid mortgages. Contractors were called in for repairs, where they discovered her body in the garage. It had been there for over 6 years because she was mummified. According to her history, she was a bit of a loner, estranged from her family, etc. And although she had been dead for 6 years, she had enough money in her bank account to keep paying her bills, which were on auto pay.
But technically, they owe that money back to the family now.
Yeah.
Because she'd been dead for 6 years. That shouldn't have been paid. When she died, her debt's died.
Sometimes I'm like, 6 years? Why didn't anybody go around to check or get the police from sooner? I mean,
That's true. What kind of family has she got? Have she got any family?
I don't know, it doesn't say. And what kind of neighbourhood was she in? When she didn't get a neighbour, just to,
It's America.
Yeah.
They don't talk to their neighbours.
That's why I always get to know my neighbours, so if I go missing, they know what's going on.
They'll just go, Connor, he's drunk again. Haven't seen him for a fortnight. That's right. That's fine.
He's halfway up North Wales.
He's up the top of the Blodinge. Ahmed.
He's following that James Knuckleduster. It's a bad example.
I know. Sorry.
Stay in school.
He was actually at the Broad a few weeks ago.
Don't up a Blodinge, was you? I was up. I can't remember where I was. I was up partially up a mountain last Sunday, and my back was hurting too much. So my wife said, "I want to take a photograph from the top." I went, "Okay."
Carry on.
Carry on. You can go carry on up with the dog, because I looked at it and thought, no.
Was that in Swansea? We went there?
No, we went to Swansea. The next day we went down Abergavenny way, and there's a mountain around there.
Oh, you went around the Orange now, so...
Is that the Orange? Sugarloaf, that was it. I knew it had something to do with food. It wasn't the Orange.
And then the final story is, apparently the leaked Edward Snowden documents contain UFO pictures. But... There's a thing with this, a few of them have already been declared as fakes because they're obviously being photoshopped. So I'm not really sure whether that's worthy of the story.
Oh, swines!
Yeah. But there we are. That's 4 weird things from the X-Files.
Got that.
I read this on Facebook, you've got these like recent news feeds, what people are talking about, like for the, apparently the founder of the Westboro Baptist Church is dead.
That's one of my stories, Gone.
Yes, I heard about that.
Oh, no, carry on into it. I haven't got any more details.
Okay, he died this week. He was 84, I think, 82, 84. And to be honest, right, not all people are going to miss him.
No.
He was a bigoted homophobe, and his group actually picketed against gays. Also, they picketed against the funeral of US soldiers.
Yes, that's true, yeah.
Right, so this guy was quite happy to picket against people who fought for his country. I don't think a lot of people are going to miss him. I've got a funny feeling they're going to find turds on his grave quite a lot, because a lot of people are going to want to walk up and shit on it. Slayer have also said that seems they wanted to protest against there was a rock guy that died this year, or was it last year, and they were going to picket his funeral. So at Slayer had decided they're going to go there with their fans and picket his.
That's going to be noisy.
Yeah, they were actually going to picket those US soldiers, but apparently a bunch of bikers turned up and stood in a circle around the cemetery, stopping them going in. Now, a lot of people call bikers over, and they do this and they do this and they do that, right? I tell you straight, they stood up for the rights of those soldiers. Those soldiers fought for that country, whether it was America or Britain. They done something I don't want to do, right? And they stood up for him to stop narrow-minded, bigoted, homophobic arseholes led by somebody who's so anally retentive he probably doesn't leak air from his arse, right? From that kind of racism, because it is racism and sexism and all that kind of shit. So as far as I'm concerned, I hope you go to hell. I hope you have glass-covered pineapples rammed up your arse every day. Sorry for stealing that, Connor.
Just like Hitler from Little Nicky.
Yep, except worse. As far as I'm concerned.
I didn't have any more onto it, that's how you just remembered it.
Oh yeah, no, I was reading about it. It's unbelievable.
So Westboro Baptist Church.
Westboro Baptist Church, because a gay group actually bought the building opposite there.
That's right, they painted it all.
They painted the gay rainbow colours, yes, which I thought was awesome. Because fuck them, as far as I'm concerned. Narrow-minded 12th century bastard bigots.
And they're from Kansas.
Oh,
which makes me just not want to go there, no.
I don't blame it. We can always find out where they are and then super glue all our windows shut. And fart from the letterbox.
And then seal that shut.
Yes! Anyway, sorry Connor. I nicked that back.
Well, you had more info on it, so it's better if you carry
that's
on
true.
to it.
Okay, but I've done my story now and I'm Nick Jones, so you're going to do a story?
Is Lee going or am I going to jump on?
Oh, go on, Connor.
You carry on, Connor. You jump on one, buddy.
I'm going to have you out with this one again, because you read this one just earlier. A shopper lived by spelling mistake on Primark's, how do you pronounce it again?
Beautiful.
New clothing range. A high street shopper was slightly disappointed to see a glaring spelling mistake on a new t-shirt she bought from clothing behemoth Primark. The brand had released a new range of tops with life affirming slogan printed across the front. I'm a bit slow today. With enormous
what?
Enormous
breasts.
He had made its way into spelling beautiful, leaving its new owner feeling a bit miffed. I'm loving it today, Connor.
It's not me this week.
That makes a change, doesn't it? Because the last couple of weeks it's been like sitting next to a pensioner.
Well, I'm the pensioner this week. It's a bit ridiculous to think that it's gone through the designers, the production line, onto the shelves without anyone noticing.
The typo.
Oh my god. It isn't me actually, they have actually spelt all this wrong. Paul?
Yeah, sure it is.
Have a read near the bottom. They have actually spelled it wrong.
Which, where are we to?
Near the bottom of the photo.
Okay.
I've taken screenshots.
I haven't got a photo.
No, it's by your finger, it was just like.
I don't know where to now.
Right, near your thumb.
Yeah.
It's all supposed to explain. How would you spell that?
It's a bit ridiculous to think that it's gone through the designer's production line without noticing. Explained. Misha Gordon, who bought the t-shirt, the 14-year-old paid £3 for the t-shirt.
Read explain. Just reread explain. explained a few times. Have a look at the spelling.
Oh yes, they've missed an A out of the word explain.
I think they've done it on purpose, which is why I'm getting thrown off now.
Yes, it's very confusing. A, there's spelling mistakes in the thing. I think it's been done on purpose. And B, I think Connor's lost his mind.
Oh, and we cut corners on our subbing, they said. So I'll read this part out. The 14-year-old who paid £3 for the t-shirt at a local branch of Primark in Bristol didn't spot the error until she returned home. So I'm thinking, what?
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 What you say there?
What?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
No, what are you doing? I don't know what accent that was.
I don't know. It went a bit West Country then, didn't it?
Didn't it? I do apologise.
We're driving through Abergavenny.
Abergavenny, they're not sure if they're English or Welsh.
With a traffic jam. Sorry, traffic jump.
Because when I was here last Sunday or Saturday, with somebody at the top of the Sugarloaf Mountain, it's spot who's English and spot who's Welsh. The Welsh people are up there in trainers and t-shirts. The English are up there in hiking boots, rucksacks, all weatherproof jackets, and they got maps and compasses. Welsh people are walking up there with a bag of crisps, a flag and a cider, and they're just going, right, it's a mountain then. Hey, and the English are going, oh my god, this could be so dangerous. No, it's a fucking mountain. Abergavenny's 4 miles that way. You could probably crawl there on your hands and knees if you needed to. 4 miles, that's it, 4 miles.
Go to crawl there pissed, get you sober, go into another pub.
And get drunk again. I'm loving it. But yeah. Yeah, so basic thing is, they misspelled all their t-shirts and people haven't noticed until they got to the actual production part and actually on sale.
Yeah, but as soon as someone buys it, it's like, hang on, this is spelled wrong.
I bet they'll go, oh yeah, we meant to do it, because it's funny.
Still on drinking, actually, I'll go over another story a second.
Go on then.
As we were about goats around earlier, this headline, meet the pint-drinking camel who downs beer brought from his local gastro pub.
Awesome, well done, beer.
I like it.
Gastro beer. I'm not sure that's something that's bad for your belly, or...
Yeah.
Jeffrey the Russian camel, I was going to say camel then.
Yes.
Enjoys lager brought in from the local pub. The 11-year-old Bactrian belongs to Elizabeth and Simon Grant, who imported him from Holland 7 years ago as a birthday present for their son Tom.
Of course. This smacks of the Hangover. I'm sorry. Giraffe bridge. Okay.
Jeffrey, who may be Britain's only pet camel as others in the country are kept in tourist ventures, enjoys a tipple at weekends.
Takes him all week to get over it.
Mrs. Grant, who was a vet from North Yorkshire, said that she read that camels like beer, so she thought to see if Jeffrey did, and he loves it. The local landlord brings alcohol up to him every weekend or some shit like that. I don't know. I just lost
or some shit like that.
Some shit like that.
I'm glad you don't work for BBC Cymru News. Some weather or some shit like that today. Some bird with nice tits. Go on, do the weather, love. Okay. Today it's going to be sunny. All right.
What was the weather again? I was looking at something else.
Yeah, I didn't see the weather. Should I do a small one? No. Okay, I'm going to actually do a little story about the Antarctic.
Okay.
They've actually discovered an active volcano under the Antarctic.
Right.
Now, there are many volcanoes they've discovered in the Antarctic, but this is the only one they've discovered so far that is still, in the words of the one scientist that discovered it, pissed off.
Oh, God.
So it's got a bit of the old going. So if it does actually ever go completely, say bye-bye to that part of the Antarctic.
Global warming will finally happen.
Well, it ain't happening here, it's boxy freezing.
Well, that's true.
Well, it's been raining for like ever.
No.
Yeah, they found it. They found an active volcano under the Antarctic.
We've already had our summer. Now we're back into...
We had 3 days.
3 days of sunshine and the rest just... raining.
Hey! And we are in Abergavenny.
We are here.
Eveni.
We are parked.
We're in Eveni.
I like a bit of Eveni.
I do. Eveni. It's like vinegar, I think.
Eveni.
It's a light chicken sauce.
So there we are. We've
Sorry.
arrived, and that
Yes.
is the end of part 1.
Part 1, indeed. We've had some lovely little silly stories
We have indeed.
and some lovely silly discussions. We've listened to Connor stutter,
500 times, probably.
5 minutes.
and we're here.
We're here.
So I think that's goodbye for now.
It is. Ta-ta for now. Let's go do something.
Bye. Sorry, welcome back, part 2.
Welcome back to part 2 of Road to Distraction episode 42, sponsored by Cheetos,
And
Dr. Pepper.
you, Saul.
Dr. Pepper, that taste you just cannot pinpoint.
It's marzipan. It's almonds. Cyanide. Right. Shall I start?
Please.
Okay. Around the world, film titles differ. Now you wouldn't think, why do you need to change it? Because the title's title, yeah?
For
Yeah.
example,
Okay.
Harry Potter, the first one.
Well, yeah. I mean, in America it was called Sorcerer's Stone. In the UK it was called Philosopher's Stone. But anyway, in one country, the Naked Gun films, for example, Naked Gun 2.5, Naked Gun 33 1/3, they were actually called So Where's the Cop? So Where's the Cop 2.5 and Where's the Cop 33 1/3? And you think, what? I suppose, okay, spot a cop, that's fine. But then a classic old comedy film with Bill Murray, Caddyshack. In one country it was called An Assload of Cash. Yeah, I know, it's strange, isn't it? I'm in Hungary. In Hungary, the alien film was called The Eighth Passenger Was Death.
Okay.
Originally, one word, title. Changed to that. And it's like Alien vs Predator, it was called Death vs Predator. In the same country, yeah. And Terminator was called Deathbringer. I mean, it's very strange when you think about it. What the is that all about? You know? But yeah, I mean, that's just a basic example of how strange film titles go. I mean, it gets really, really, really fucked up and weird. But I mean, how is that for strange?
It is.
It isn't weird.
Very
It's very
strange.
weird. And I think now, Lee. Oh look, roundabout.
I hate you.
And the
so
tradition carries on.
goddamn much.
God damn you, you scum-sucking bastard!
Okay, I got a story which is rooted in science now. This week, scientists have found, well, possibly the earliest moments of the Big Bang.
Oh yes, my wife was on about
In
this.
the first trillionth of a second, they detected the I assume it's the radiation caused by it. And hopefully scientists will soon discover what caused the Big Bang and possibly what occurred before it, which is
Gas oven, lighter.
Yeah, in God's kitchen.
In God's kitchen.
God and his roommate were arm wrestling, and God was farting, and his friend lit the match.
That's right, it's rotten. God farted and made the world and the universe, and he thought, well, I've just started now, might as well finish. It took him like 6-7 days, and like on the 6th day, dinosaurs and other land animals were made.
Yeah,
And then
Speaking of-
Jesus rode
Speaking
dinosaurs.
of dinosaurs, I haven't got it on you, but apparently a dinosaur's been hatched, haven't it?
Oh dear God, please, why?
But he said a fossilised egg or something like that they found. I haven't got the whole story, which is why I'm just like all the time. Apparently the egg is finally hatched,
I don't know.
and they put it in a zoo.
Okay.
I'll have to dig
I know
up the-
China and Russia are trying to clone a mammoth.
Yes.
I mean, there's a reason they died out, so why bring them back? You know what I mean?
We hunted them. It's like buffalo.
We didn't hunt mammoths. There was quite a big difference between mammoths and man. I think we probably might have overlapped by a little bit, but not by much. It's always amazing. What are you, a creationist? God damn you to hell!
I believe in evolution.
So do I. I've seen the film with David Duchovny and that bloke who's now in Sleepy Hollow. I've seen it.
What's his name? Is in it? From American Pie. Stiff.
Yes,
Oh,
Stifler.
Sean William Scott.
That's it.
Yes, his name, Stifler. He's coming on for Stifler for the rest of his goddamn life.
Yeah, anyway, going back to space and universe and things.
Yes, go on.
Nobody knows what happened prior to the Big Bang. Scientists seem to think that there was nothing. Just nothing. And we can't imagine nothing. Yeah, so there has to be something there. And also related to that, we've been sending radio waves and all kinds of signals into space now for near enough 80 years. And people seem to think that the aliens will be able to pick that up. Until you look at where those signals have travelled in relation to how big the universe is. We're on one of the outer arms of the Milky Way. One galaxy. These radio waves have moved about that far along a spiral arm in our own galaxy. So it's going to be millions, possibly billions of years before they reach the next galaxy, which is Andromeda, is it? Something like that?
Yes, I think Andromeda, yes. Or is it the Horsehead Nebula?
I don't know. Orion? Yeah. It's going to be...
Uranus?
So by the time...
I said Venus. Sorry.
By the time any intelligent life form picks up this signal, we'll all be dead. So...
Sorry.
How's Uranus?
So...
Apparently they tried to change the name of Uranus and they went that long joke.
Yes, well, I think it's pathetic.
Uranus.
Uranus, they'd call it. No, sorry, it's Uranus. It's an anus with ur at the end of it, which is funnier. Stop it.
I found this fact when I went to America last year.
Good, because it's your turn.
Uranus does not have a solid surface. I was laughing at that the whole entire time I was in that place.
I don't know, but if somebody was coming towards my anus with a penis, it would have a very solid surface. You couldn't get in there with the drill bit. I'll tell you now.
For those who don't know, it's a gas giant.
Yes.
Sorry to cite this to me just anyway.
Fucking geek. Sorry.
Right, good news for gamers. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zero.
Yeah.
Ground Zero is what they call it. That was released yesterday, along with Infamous Second Son. So hopefully next time next Road Destruction, I'll probably have a possible review on both games.
Yay!
Hopefully.
Yay!
I've seen trailers and what for Metal Gear, and I will say I thought they were actually filmed properly, like we are being filmed now.
They are very, well, almost photorealistic graphics in it. There's been a lot of concern about that game because it's not very long. It's supposed to be like a prologue to the big.
That's a bit of a rip-off. You're paying like 30-40 quid.
It is.
Oh no, on them.
Kojima, he's got no control over the price. He says it should be more like a budget title.
Apparently the Xbox and PS3 games ones are about 20 odd quid, and the PS4
That's not so bad.
and Xbox One are about 30-40 quid.
That's a bit better than usual.
Which is normally, it's about 50-60 quid normally on the next gen consoles, which is quite a lot of bloody money.
It is for a game that's very short.
Indeed.
Oh, it's moving. Hold on, there we are.
And then, like, every time I hear Second Son, Infamous Second Son, I just imagine the Iron Maiden song, Seventh Son of the Seventh Son, plays in my head.
I saw the trailer for it, and actually, I mean, graphically, it looks like it might make a damn good superhero film. It just does.
I mean, I seen a video of it last night on B-Dutch's 24-hour gaming marathon. By the time this goes up, he would have finished it, but he started yesterday. I think he's in Texas, America, and he's doing a 24-hour video game marathon. I think it's for charity, so
good.
Well done. And he was playing Infamous Second Son. It just looks like neon, pretty much. His superpowers, just firing balls in neon.
Also, the game, I don't know if you mentioned this, I haven't watched many of the receptions, but the game The Last of Us is also being made into a film.
Yes, it is.
It is. It's a very good game, very powerful, almost like The Walking Dead. In terms
I was told about it. I wouldn't mind actually giving it a trailer.
It is very, very gripping. It's about this man named Joel who has to escort a young girl called Ellie across America to a CDC centre to find this cure for this virus which is plaguing mankind, a parasite which takes over people and turns them into slaves and makes them like shoot spores out of their head, that kind of thing.
Oh, it's like the one for the ants.
Yeah.
I
can't think what
it exists.
Yeah, I can't think of what it's called now, but anyway, is a very powerful story as Joel, in a flashback scene, you see how he loses his real life daughter in an attack, and he's obviously torn up with grief, and you see the relationship between him and Ellie. They get basically like father and daughter, and the ending it's tragic because he's got a chance to save the world. Does he save the world, or does he live a normal life with his stepdaughter? That kind of thing.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, give it a go. It's quite cheap now as well. Anyway.
Okay, I've got one. A 67-year-old grandmother has gone online to say she looks so young because she consistently, every 10 days to 2 weeks, for over 50 years, has had a sperm facial. Yep. She said, and it's a wonderful cure. All you need is a lover. Well, a male lover, of course. If you're a lesbian, you're fucked. So basically, she scoops up the sperm and rubs it in her face. So, all you women out there that want to look young, you know what you're going to do. And all you guys out there, yes! That's all I can say, really. But yeah, I've seen a video of her. But I'm not too sure whether it's all 100% true. Because when she was talking, a lot of her face didn't really move. And that's matters of Botox. You know, let's inject my face with botulism. That's a great idea.
Are we thinking like Jackie Stallone style face?
Yes. But she does look a lot younger than her 67 years, fair play. But I mean, I don't know. She might have had work done. She might have had men shoot sperm over her face for the last 50 odd years. I don't know. But apparently, yes, that's how she stays young, looking in the face. So, hello, girls. Hi.
I'm probably going to be sick all of that now.
Why are you going to be sick?
I'm here to tell you, you won't have cum on your face. It's that simple, you're fine.
No, I don't like the look of it. It makes me feel sick.
Okay, you go for that.
Meanwhile, back on planet Earth,
Me!
an Italian woman found a safe filled with 100 million lira in cash.
It's about £3, isn't it?
No, it is. Only to be told that it is totally worthless now that Italy has been using the euro for more than a decade.
Uh-oh!
Claudia Moretti discovered the banknotes worth around £43,000 if they were still valid, stashed in her uncle's safe, which she inherited following his death. She has now approached lawyers to see if they can overturn the decision, as the deadline, the amnesty then to hand in the lira, was in 2011 in Italy, but in Finland, France and Greece it was kept till 2012. So she may have a slight chance, but yeah, what a way to go now. You know, you find all this money thinking you're going to be rich, and you find it's worthless.
Do you know a few more years' time that she's making a new pound coin?
Yes.
Shaped like, now it's going to make me sound really old, and all you young guys out there are going to know what I'm on about. A threepenny bit, right? It's hexagonally sort of shaped. It's on more sides than a 50p piece. It's like 8 sides on it or something, but they got rid of it because it don't look right, blah, blah, blah. And now they're bringing that design back for a pound coin. Unbelievable, Pretty strange.
It is.
Connor.
Speaking about sperm and stuff like that, and whatever else.
Spunk!
Bodily fluids.
A woman who tried to cut off her former husband's penis was foiled by his thick jeans. She tried to cut off her former lover's penis with a utility knife.
Ooh.
That was allegedly foiled by the thick denim on his jeans.
Good.
Gerald O'Rourke Jr. was found by police with grazes on his hands, a large cut on his arm, and several slashes around his crotch area. It was alleged that if Mr. O'Rourke had not been wearing
What?
such Mr. O'Rourke,
I thought you said Croc-a-Rock.
had not been wearing such thick jeans that his manhood may have been lost. They said the police went on to say they've dealt with domestic situations all the time, but they don't recall anything getting this physical when genitalia was attacked.
Ouch!
I'm thinking, Jesus
Ouch.
Christ, I'm glad I wear jeans all the time.
Speaking of wangs, did they find that guy's one that was cut off? That gypsy, wasn't it? Earlier in the week?
I haven't heard that story.
He was. The police received a call. I think it was on a motorway. A man had his penis cut off,
Oh!
and they shut the motorway down for about 4 hours trying to find his penis. I'm not sure if they did or not. If anybody knows, put a comment in the box below.
Right. Okay.
Are we moving away from that area now?
Yes, we are.
Please.
We're going to talk about someone who was lost. Recently, it was reported there was a missing woman. Now, it was a bus trip through Iceland, and there were people from all over the world on the bus. It was like a basic bus trip, showing through, oh, that's a fjord, that's another fjord, oh, there's a bit of ice, a bit of snow. And they sort of pulled into this sort of rest stop, and this one woman got off, got all her, and changed it to different clothes, put her makeup, done her hair, and got back on the bus. You think, well, yeah, fine, it's wonderful. As they were driving, somebody then realised that a certain woman that was on the bus was no longer there. They stopped the bus driver called the police, and there was a search. Now we're talking, there's over 3 hours of people searching, wandering, trying to find where they last might have seen this woman, and then somebody realised the woman that this was missing was actually in the search party helping her find herself. It was the woman who got changed, put the makeup on and changed her clothes. They hadn't realised that this was the same woman.
You heard that.
Right? So they hadn't realised this woman had gone in, put the makeup on, changed her clothes, was the woman they're looking for. And then the woman was searching for herself, realised that she might be the missing woman. Mentioned something, then somebody went, oh yeah. And then the search was called off.
Wow.
How daft have you got to be not to realise? I mean, surely you do a head count on the bus. Oh, there's 43 people on the bus. Oh, there's still 43 people on the bus. So there's nobody fucking missing. Thank God she didn't change her hat as well. You'd have been looking for a week.
Yeah.
How daft have you got to be?
Where was this to?
This was in Iceland.
Wow.
All she did was change her clothes and put some makeup on, done her hair. What was it? Completely confused everyone. God fucking help us. How daft you got to be with one head. God damn you. You Icelandic people. Thank God you got snow.
Ice and snow.
Ice and snow.
And that unpronounceable volcano.
That's the one, the blood really fell in your mouth.
Yeah, that's the one.
That's the one. God damn you.
Right then.
Your turn.
Okay, a music lover who wanted peace and quiet after his marriage broke down is now living in a tent with his piano on a beach.
Wait for high tide.
Ben Trueheart, 66, set up his new home on Portobello Beach, Edinburgh, a week ago. The piano tuner keeps in a sleeping bag, uses a nearby swimming pool to wash.
Ooh.
I don't know whether that means he actually just dives in the pool to rinse himself off.
Well, they have got showers once you get out, I suppose.
Yeah, but it's not made clear. And he eats at a local cafe. He goes on to say, my wife and I had an argument and she booted me out of the house. We stay in Morningside with our 2 kids, but I now prefer to live in Portobello in my tent.
That's fair enough.
And there's a picture on screen of him now happily playing a trombone as well. He's got
A trombone bomb.
trombone
Trombone bomb.
on the beach. So there you go.
Yep. Also, if you could find a photograph of that 67-year-old grand,
Yeah.
that'll be popped up on screen as well when I'm talking about her and her dubious way of staying young. Looks rather shit. She just looks, I don't know, looks like she might have had a little bit of work done. Myself, I think so. Anyway, Connor! There can be only one. Come on!
Police are on the hunt for a dirty Delaware couple who had sex near a dumpster in broad daylight on St. Patrick's Day.
Top of the morning to you.
And they say romance is dead.
Well, it is if you're shagging her behind a dumpster, yeah.
Yeah.
The couple were so overcome with excitement of St. Patrick's Day that they couldn't wait until they got home to continue their celebrations. Luckily for them, their chosen rendezvous point was in the car park of a Dunkin' Donuts in broad daylight, which
Dunkin'
naturally attracted an
Donut. I'm
audience.
sorry. Go on, yeah. Ah,
Not bad.
Some
he was
took-
dunking his donut. Sorry.
He was dunking his sausage in a donut.
Never eat in their house. Okay.
Some took pictures and upload.
Wow, baby!
Sorry.
Uploaded them to Instagram with a couple's lucky charms.
Lucky Charms. What?
Oh, lucky charms there.
Oh my god, I
This
just
is
read that
tiny.
part. With a couple's lucky charms tastefully covered with 4-leaf clovers, while others captured the event on film. Footage uploaded to YouTube, which has since been disabled, showed the couple adjusting their clothes after doing the deed. Police in Newark, Delaware are now searching for the dirty pair for their lewd act.
Oh, you dirty wasters. That's disgusting. Okay, let's have a look. What have we got? We've got a couple still actually. Okay, how about a man with a pistol tattoo on his waist was woken up by a tree felling team after he'd been working all night. Obviously he was tired.
Yeah.
He got half dressed, stuck some trousers on, went walking out, started shouting at the tree fellers, and basically they sort of all ran off. they then reported him to the police because they thought he had a pistol tucked into his trousers. A SWAT team turned up. Guns ablaze, guns up.
Yeah, ready, yeah.
Pulled him out of the house. Yet again. Shouting and screaming at him, pinned him down. Then they realised that it was a tattoo, not a pistol. Now, there are photographs online of this. If you can find a photograph, there will be one up now. Basically, they sort of like, once they realised, they sort of like let him go, apologised, and no charges were filed. I can't believe it. I mean, I've seen people with those type of tattoos before. They go on their waist, and when they put the trousers on, they got a pistol tucked into their waist. That, honestly, one day is going to get somebody killed. It is, isn't it? It's bound to. It is bound to. I've actually got another 3 stories.
I got loads left.
One more.
I might actually keep them for next time.
So will I think I'll keep...
Yes, I have. I've got 3 more stories, but I'm not going to do any more.
No.
If you want to finish on one, you may. If you've got a nice short one, I'll rephrase that. Have you got a nice story?
Okay, I'll end with okay. Adobe student destroyed a priceless Greco-Roman statue at an Italian art museum when he tried to take a selfie with it. Shocked security guards discovered the vandalism at the Academy of Fine Arts of Brera in Milan on Tuesday morning. CCTV caught the perpetrator sitting on the statue's lap to take a picture when the plaster leg cracked, then fell to the floor and shattered. There's a picture on screen now of that statue.
People, this is history. It's art. You don't destroy art or history.
Luckily though, hang on, there's a bit of silver lining to this. It was just a 19th century copy.
Oh, thank God for that.
Selfies are dangerous.
It's still a 19th century copy, mind you, okay? It's still beautiful. What's wrong with you? Would you go to the Sistine Chapel and chip a bit off the ceiling? Would you walk in the Mona Lisa and thought, that ear looks nice, just slice a bit off the one side? Well, I can't see your ears, but you know what I mean. You wouldn't do it. I mean, from more modern reference, would you chip a Banksy painting off a wall and take it home? No. I like Banksy's work.
He's good.
But, I mean,
yeah.
What's wrong with people?
Stop taking selfies. Get them on
Yes, selfies. There was a good reason to take selfies over the last week. Women have been taking selfies without makeup on.
Yes.
And every time they do a photograph, they are donating £3 to cancer research. In the space of one day, they raised £1 million.
They're now on 2 million, aren't they?
Yeah, right. And men have been doing something similar. They've been putting makeup on and taking a photograph and then donating. I said to my missus, I might do one of those tonight. I might slap a bit of bad lipstick on eyeshadow and just do one.
There is another one they've also been doing, which is to, I'll put the phrase, put your cock in a sock.
Yeah, one of the guys I used to work with done one, and he had this really long sock, so I left a comment, like you, Phil, there. Yeah.
But anyway, I'll put a link in the box below to the charity, Cancer Research UK. I think it's on Just Giving's website, so I'll put a link in the box below. Yeah. It's a worthy cause.
It is very, very worthy. It is very, very worthy indeed. And on that note, we will say goodbye to everyone for episode 42.
Yeah.
And we will see you in a fortnight. Hopefully by then we might have shot the silly spoof 1970s TV intro for Father Todd Action Priest. I know we talked about it about a year or so ago. Yeah. We never seemed to get around to it. So this week now I've actually got to make Father Todd's mask. It's a bit like Cap's helmet, but it's black. And I've got a black overcoat, so we can use that. Yeah. And see if I can get a black shirt and put a bit of card there for the priest thing. And they've got to seem to try and knock up a set of knuckle dusters.
Yeah. Just a short teaser for you folks.
Yeah, it'll be shot and making it like a 70s TV programme. So that'll be kind of silly. And I'm looking forward to doing it, which means I've got to run about and jump over things and look kind of actiony. And I'm really, really old.
As he keeps reminding us.
I've got all the grey in our beard, man. It didn't used to be grey, it's been nearly black all the time. Now it's like I'm starting to look like Herschel off Walking Dead. I've still got my head.
Yeah. Well, obviously.
I'm guessing that's just a spoiler now for me.
That was about 3 months ago.
How much have you got to actually turn around and say, I can't mention Walking Dead, and like a year later people go, oh, thanks for the spoiler. I had somebody do that one time when something had been it was like 8 months old, and somebody went, thanks for the spoiler. So try watching the fucking film when it comes out.
Yeah. What's up with you people?
Yeah, I mean, even like it comes up, the film's coming up like 5-6 months later on DVD. Which I'm spitting, even sometimes earlier. So if you can't watch it in the cinema and you can't watch it on DVD and it's still been out for ages and you haven't seen it, it's not my problem.
Tough.
We'll mention it's going to be a spoiler from now on. If you don't like it, you can kiss my sack. Right?
A link in the box below to kiss Paul Sack.
Yes, there'll be a picture of a little Hessian sack saying Paul Sack.
Yeah. What do you think it was?
Yeah, don't be such a fucking perv.
Dirty mind.
God damn it. Anyway.
It's time to end.
Yeah.
Bye.